Today's episode, how to keep an open heart chakra when feeling fearful. Hello and welcome to the Enchanted Empath podcast, where we explore the mystical and the magical within you. I'm Charlene Murphy, your guide on this journey of intuition, energy, and spiritual empowerment. Whether you're here to strengthen your psychic abilities, deepen your connection with the universe, or simply find a little peace and clarity, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and discover the magic that awaits. Welcome back to day 4 of our Staying Aligned in Uncertain Times healing series. Today's focus is on the heart chakra, a powerful source of compassion, courage, and resilience. The heart helps us anchor ourselves in love and empathy, which most of us know, which can feel especially challenging in times of fear and uncertainty. And if you've been experiencing feelings of anxiety, betrayal, or even disillusionment, know that this is natural. With the heart chakra as our guide, we'll explore how to stay centered and aligned even when it feels like the world around us has shifted in very unexpected and painful ways. So, first off, what is the heart chakra? So the heart chakra, or Anahata, is located at the center of your chest and is the fourth of the 7 primary chakras. In Sanskrit, Anahata means unhurt or unstruck, symbolizing the strength and resilience of this energy center that each of us have. This chakra radiates love, compassion, and empathy, all represented by its color green and associated with the element water. I refer to it as the bridge between the lower chakras of humanity and the upper chakras of divinity. The heart chakra connects both parts of ourselves, guiding us to embrace both the light and the shadows within ourselves and the world. The heart chakra becomes our anchor, allowing us to tap into a deeper sense of kindness, healing, and connection. Yet, when confronted with fear or feeling of betrayal, it's really easy for the center to become imbalanced, leading to an emotional shutdown or a reluctance to connect. And for those of us who feel deeply, witnessing people who we once trusted or our communities we once cherished choosing paths of division or hate can feel like a super heavy blow to the heart. We might find ourselves grappling with difficult questions, like how do we keep our hearts open in a world that feels so uncertain and a little scary? How do we remain loving when others seem to choose fear or hate? So this brings me, as I was writing this, to one of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King Jr., as I'm finding my own center in all of this, what I consider madness. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And if Martin Luther King can live by that, I guess I can try, right? Your home is your sanctuary. Clear the energy in your home and create a space that feels calm, balanced, and full of positive vibes. My free DIY house clearing ceremony guide gives you simple, effective steps to refresh your space and invite in good energy. It's an instant download, so you can start today. Grab your guide now at charlenemurphy.com/printables. A balanced heart in the time of fear and anxiety. Let's explore this. So let's talk about what it feels like when our heart chakra is in balance. So we ultimately feel a steady flow of love and kindness moving through us. And in this balanced state, we're able to be both open and discerning, nurturing ourselves while sharing compassion with others. But during times of turmoil, our heart chakra can close off, leading to feelings of grief, apathy, or even numbness. You may feel distrust of others and find it hard to forgive. Anxiety and fear may bubble up, especially when the future feels shaky. In times like these, it's essential to reconnect with the heart chakra. One of the most powerful things we can do is remind ourselves that love is a resilient force. And choosing to keep our hearts open is a courageous act, and one that doesn't mean passively accepting harmful behavior, but rather standing firm in compassion and clarity and what we stand for. This openness doesn't require perfection, just a commitment to respond with kindness. Feeling betrayed by the choices of others can make it tempting to close our hearts and put up walls of self-protection. Anybody been there? However, closing off the heart chakra may lead to bitterness or a sense of separation, which isn't good for anybody. Instead, we can choose to process feelings of betrayal and grief in a way that keeps our heart healthy. One way to do this is by letting go of the need to control other people's actions and focusing on the values that keep us aligned with love. And in doing so, we create space to forgive, to set boundaries, and to protect our own energy without allowing resentment to take root. Now, those of you who know my work know that when I say forgive, I'm not saying to excuse people's behavior. I'm saying to let it go out of your own heart and out of your own head so that it doesn't contaminate you. You know, we can still know what is happening, but we can decide to release that energy from our own bodies and our own psyches so that we're not walking around bitter and angry. If you're struggling with trust or feeling disconnected from the world, try shifting your focus back to the things that nurture your heart and bring you peace. So start with a small practice of gratitude or engage in activities that lift your spirit. These are simple but powerful ways to reconnect with a balanced heart. One powerful way to stay centered in the heart is by practicing self-compassion. We can shut out the world and just focus on ourselves and focus on the bubble that we can control, right? We can't control others, but we can control our own energy. And by practicing self-compassion, it's a really great way to raise your own energy and vibration and then let that go out into the world. And who knows where it goes? You know, it could be a very healing balm to a lot of people who are feeling the same way that you are. Treat yourself with gentleness and allow yourself to feel whatever comes up without judgment. Try beginning each day with an affirmation like, I'm open to giving and receiving love, or I forgive myself and others. The others part might be a bit of a reach for you right now. I know it is for me. But we can continue to say it and move into the believing place of it later, right? But we can forgive ourselves and we can forgive others, maybe followed up by because they don't know what they're doing. So that you have some reason to muster up some compassion in your own heart for people that you believe to have made horrible mistakes. Allow these words to wash over you and notice any areas of tension that start to soften. This may take more practice than usual, so give yourself some grace. I know I'm still working through this since the election. Another practice that we can do is breath work. It's super good for opening the heart. So you can sit comfortably and imagine each breath moving through your heart space, releasing fear and welcoming peace. Releasing fear and welcoming peace. You can also explore gentle movement practices like yoga stretches that open up your chest and your shoulders. It lets the energy flow freely through the heart center. And then using essential oils like rose or jasmine or lavender, that can also help create a soothing environment for healing and calm, right? So doing whatever you can to open up that heart space. And one of my favorite things to do is just think about the people that are nearest and dearest to my heart, the people that I love. You know, they can just kind of do no wrong, and my heart is just wide open for them. And I even think of my grandmother. I think of people who just loved me unconditionally and were those pivotal people in my life. And when I put my focus and energy on them, I don't have any room for anybody else, right? So blocking out or just, putting on those blinders and forgetting about other people's agendas and other people's choices. And we don't even know where other people are coming from. We can maybe guess that we know, or, assume, making a lot of assumptions about people, but we don't really know. And that's part of my strategy in keeping my sanity with all of this. I know that the truth will be revealed in time, right? In the meantime, we have to take care of ourselves and our own energy, especially around our heart chakras. So another heart-centered practice that you can do is embracing like a childlike curiosity and openness. I think this is also, to me, the fountain of youth. So when we embrace that childlike curiosity and openness, it opens your heart. So remember how children and you as a child are just naturally accepting and free from judgment, Tap into that. Tap into that inner child of yours. So kids often welcome others without hesitation, not seeing people for who they are, or actually seeing people for who they are, just cutting right to their core, and not what they can gain from them or who they voted for or any of that stuff. We can just see them, and then we feel their energy, and either we want to play with them or we don't, So getting back to that simplicity of just reading energy and being childlike and curious is really a tool that you can use to calm yourself down and to get out of that over-adulting mode that can keep us in a place of judgment and fear, right? So thinking about kids and thinking about us when we were kids, we approach the world with wonder. We're always eager to learn and to connect. And as adults, it can be challenging to let go of expectations, letting go of our judgments, letting go of our fears. But bringing an open heart into our lives can really ease that burden. Practicing this childlike openness can be as simple as allowing yourself to be curious about other people's perspectives, savoring the small wonders in each day, or taking a moment to listen deeply. This shift can open pathways for healing and connection that might otherwise be blocked. Some of you might be listening and think, well, this all sounds nice and kind of naive, but, living from the heart doesn't mean ignoring the pain or the fear around us. It's not what I'm saying. Instead, it's about choosing compassion as the way forward. It's about, doing what Martin Luther King did every day. It's about honoring the feelings and the reality that's around us and the feelings that come up and letting them pass through without hardening our hearts. The heart chakra teaches us that we can be open and resilient, that our capacity for love is not diminished by the actions of others. And you know that just by thinking of people in your life that you love. Those other people who voted differently than you had no bearing on how you love the people closest to you. We can still choose empathy, connection, and kindness, keeping our hearts open to the beauty and the goodness that also exists in the world. Connecting with nature is always my go-to. I don't see nature as anything else but perfection and not caring about the external noise. It's just in complete, perfect harmony with the intelligence and the beauty of the universe. Are you open to receiving all the blessings and abundance life has to offer you? Or are you unknowingly blocking your blessings? Find out with my free receptivity quiz and learn how to realign with your natural ability to receive. Take the quiz today at charlenemurphy.com/receptivity. That's charlenemurphy.com/receptivity. Here's another quote from Martin Luther King Jr. that I lean into. He said, "I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear." Let that soak in. So let's finish today with a brief heart chakra meditation. If you can, and if you're comfortable to, close your eyes and settle into a comfortable position. Take a few slow, deep breaths and imagine a warm green light glowing from the center of your chest. And with each inhale, feel this light grow brighter, radiating love, acceptance, and healing. Let that wash all over yourself, and then picture this light expanding outward, embracing all that you are, the joy, the pain, the confusion, the hope, the disappointment, all of it. And as you exhale, imagine this love reaching out, connecting you with the world with a renewed sense of openness and peace. You've come here to do stuff. We have to be able to realign ourselves so that we can do the things that we came here to do. And so this is part of the process in allowing ourselves to continue to show up to do our work. Know that your heart is strong and resilient, and that by choosing love, you bring healing not only to yourself, but to the world around you. And trust me when I say this, the world needs that. So the world needs you. The world needs you with a whole, healed heart. Thank you for joining me today on the Enchanted Empath podcast. I hope you discovered something magical to carry with you as you move through your day. Remember, your intuition is your superpower. Trust it, nurture it, and let it guide you. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd love for you to leave a review or share how my podcast has helped you on your journey. Until next time, stay connected to your inner light and keep shining brightly. You are magic. I'll see you soon.